My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is April 3rd, 2023. It is exactly 3 a.m. on the dot. I just finished edit a video that I was editing yesterday, and I cut it short because I was really tired from editing, and I decided to split it into two parts. So I just finished that, and it rendered really quickly on my other computer, so I uploaded on YouTube. So there's a lot going on. I still have more videos to edit. I didn't really need to create any new videos right now, but sometimes it's good to be up to date with what's going on. I could always edit anytime because some of you are not on Twitter. I'll be talking about, there's this one. This will be the first one. There's Biden. The squad are talking about it. That's why I'm sharing with you. There's a tweet that I came across just before I started recording regarding Spare. There's Meghan, and there's some other tweets I bookmark a while, but I don't remember what's in it. All right, so this is the first one. Okay, first tweet. Biden's going to Ireland a week before the coronation is just, there's the laugh. Okay, so apparently it seems like Biden is not gonna go. No US president has ever participated in that. Okay, when was the last coronation? That was Queen Elizabeth, and who was president at that time? I don't remember who was the president, but I don't even think that particular president went to the coronation. So why are they pressuring President Biden? And this is the whole reason why we fought them, to get away from this kind of nonsense. And also the other thing I realize as well is that their plan, okay, if you've been listening to some of my podcasts, you know how I talk about certain politics and things between the US, the kind of things that was parallel during Trump presidency and Bojo as prime minister, how things was going on, is that now their plan is somewhat not going accordingly. So they're trying to create chaos, to put it simple. All right, to create chaos, because now we're trying to make things right. The world is trying to make things right, but the evildoers are still pulling and trying to create chaos. Okay, so the more disruption that there is, it is better for those who are in power and who wants to maintain the same kind of mentality, the same kind of oppression. So the more chaos that there is, the better for these type of people. So right now we are trying, we're not there yet, but we are trying to go on the right path to correct things that was done. Okay, so we need to stay focused, try not to lose focus. There's Trump indicted, you have the Ukraine wars not going accordingly, there's some stuff that's going on in the UK right now. Let's say Harry and the others are trying to sue Rupert Murdoch, and then there's Dominion and Murdoch and the US. So the world is trying to make things right. So right now, those people who will be affected by going the right direction, they're trying to turn it back, okay, to create more chaos, so we could lose focus. So we just need to stay focused. We hear their noise, and we, throw their noise right back to them. Okay, I hope I make sense with that. So no president, US president, have participated in their coronation. And not only that, we fought them to remove ourselves from this type of kind of ceremony thing. Okay, so Biden don't really have to go. He's not obligated to go. He went to Queen's funeral. Okay, from my understanding, I don't even think no, let me not. Yeah, I think there were some of them who came. Okay, never mind what I was thinking. All right, let's continue with this. Okay, he wants to hit home the Good Friday Agreement. Brexit is a threat to it. Okay, DB Energy, there's that. I thought he was in Northern Ireland. What's ORI? For a week. In about a week's time. The Jubilee is first week of next month, because I think he's gonna go the week before the coronation or something. Good, just to leave no one in any doubt. LOL. Only bigger flex going to Scotland. Lane. Okay, is it the week before? No wonder Don Wooten is screeching. Yeah, this guy, I think I have him here as well, but I have another tweet regarding Biden. This one is a little bit more political. The reason I put it right under it is because it has to do with Biden. This is the thing, when you're not paying attention, they will get you. This part here is a little bit of US politics, and it started with, you know, with the coronation and stuff. But one comment that got me, that made me put it here on the list, is because if you were not paying attention, these are the things that will get people very angry. You have Republican states are making their own rules and regulation, which is fine. It's fine. But when let's say there is a Democratic president like Biden is, and then they try to attack them because of what the Republican set into law. Okay, so let's see here. King Charles III and his cohort are too stupid to realize they are creating enemies with their smear against the very powerful Americans like Biden. May the karma that comes back to bite Charles and company be tenfold, because I have never seen a group of people so deserving of karmic retribution. All right, so there's this here. She tweeted this. All right, I read some of the comments, and this is why I put that here. Joe Biden's too old to travel for coronation, said insider. Concern for president's stamina if he makes repeat trips across Atlantic, as he is already scheduled to visit Northern Ireland this month. Okay, April 1st. Well, consider it as April Fool as well. But this is the thing that they put on the headline, and she responded to that. Now, this is the comment that got me. That was very interesting. Okay, there's this one here. Biden wouldn't even travel to Ohio when the chemical train exploded. Okay, that's a 2-hour plane ride at most. Okay, remember, President Obama made some rules. Trump removed the rules. Now we have disaster, and now they're blaming Biden for not going over there. And they said that area may be contaminated. And in the House of Representatives, there was some debate going on in terms of how they should preserve and do investigation so they could see how it is now and how it will be later on. So there's so many things going on. Okay, so now this person is blaming Biden for not going to Ohio. Okay, so let's read some of the comment. Let's go into it actually. Okay, so this is the person who wrote the tweet. He didn't go because the Ohio governor told him not to. Okay, Biden made all resources available, but they were rejected by the GOP governor. Okay, GOP is the Republican, the other group of politicians, the type of President Trump. Okay, under federalism, unless on federal land, the federal government that Biden has control of can generally interfere in state disaster. So this person came back. He can even visit to bring awareness to. It's almost the same mindset as the people in the UK. All right, create little things to instigate things. So how much can Biden do? He tried, he gave, but they rejected. So what can he do? So this is all on the people of Ohio, who they're voting for. Okay? So let's finish with that. He can even visit to bring awareness to the incident. I mean, what about you? What about the governors, the people, the GOP over there? Instead, when you hear the thing that they debate about in the House of Representatives is just utterly BS, because they're not in control of, Democrat is not in control of the House of Representatives. The GOP have. because they have a slight majority. This is why voting is important. Okay, so he can even visit to bring awareness to the incident that will help bump up donation to the town. What about the GOP people? All right, let's see here. Why should people donate to clean up the mess? It was caused by a for-profit company. It's their responsibility to fix the problem. That's a very good answer because we know they won't. So why are you blaming a Democratic? When you listen to the logistically mindset of these people, remember, the people of Ohio, who voted for the type of government that they have now, not only they rejected the help that the president will provide them, and now they're telling it is a for-profit, they're not gonna do it. You're already giving them a pass. You're not fighting for it, yet you're blaming the president for that. Okay, and tell the rest. Okay, so this is someone who can continue. And tell the rest, or does truth not matter? Ohio governor told him not to come, but typical lying Republicans only tell half of the story. Hopefully justice and karma will get Trump. Okay, the Republicans' modern day messiah. What a shame. Yeah, okay, with that being said, there's more. We could go into full argument about that. There's so much more. Okay, this is the same mindset as these people. Okay, they just can't help themselves. Okay, so that's that. I could go on and on and on with this. I saw that comment because if that person who posted this wasn't paying attention, you know, this nonsense will been going crazy on the internet. People who were not paying attention. All right, next tweet. Okay, fun fact, by convention and tradition, no U.S. president has ever attended royal coronation. So she retweeted Dan Wooten nonsense that you know, crying that President Biden is not participating. Okay, then Wooten. Biden planning to snub the coronation of King Charles III tells you everything you need to know about how one of the worst presidents in modern history feels about the United Kingdom. Shame on him. This is the extreme of this. The worst president in modern history. Yet, we have one who just indicted. And he's saying Biden is the worst in history. Okay, there's another one here. No U.S. president. This is someone who, I think I came across this before. Someone who responded under Dan Wooten thread. So this person who's retweeting this, put that in her tweet as well. No U.S. president in history has attended the coronation of the British monarch. However, the Telegraph report that Biden plans to send a representative for the occasion, either his wife, Jill Biden, or Vice President Kamala Harris. Do you find this helpful? And not only that, I hope they send Kamala Harris because, you know, the nonsense with Meghan. Okay? This is not to say that the country eschews such ceremonies altogether. Typically, an ambassador or other high officials attend and the president instead. Well, to be fair, this is only the second one in the UK in the ages of transatlantic air travel. That's another good point. Yeah, that's what I was saying as well. Because I think the Queen, she's been there for 70-something years. Okay, majority of us who are alive now never seen anything like this. Okay, those who probably seen it are, you know, about to die. I'm sorry, about to die, or, you know, already gone. I mean, any coronation, not just British. Okay, so that makes it more clearer. Okay, I really like that. Just a little flourish away from practicality and toward meaning and diplomatic process. And the thing is that the US is trying to keep that friendship going, but it seems like, and this is the stir up, the chaos those people are trying to do, those headlines they're throwing, especially what they did to Meghan, to see American, this is how they treated her. Okay, so they're trying to stir the pot because their plan is not going accordingly. So they're trying to create some sort of enemy between the US and the UK. But this is why well-minded people needs to be in office to do the right thing, because those chaotic people, they don't care. Remember, to destroy something, it's easy. It's easy to destroy, but to create a friendship that will last, it takes time. It takes, I guess, not only time, energy, and trust. You have to see how you could build that trust, but these people are trying to create chaos. Okay, after this, let's move on. To be honest, considering the birth of this country, it should be a performative act of pride to not go. Okay, good. But would be better if we made a point of sending bombs to every coronation. Nah, I mean, come on. This is what I'm saying. We're trying to create friendship. You're trying to make peace instead of create nonsense. Okay, it's not 1940. I mean, this is like a terrorist type of behavior. I mean, you could dislike somebody, and this is what I just said a few minutes ago. Okay, it needs to take a right-minded people to be in office. You can't just put anybody in office, because people with crazy mind tend to do things to destroy. Because when destroying things, you don't really need to think of preserving certain things. You just destroy. All right, this is not a good things to put on social media. Sending them, no. As much as we may not like, the behavior of certain people, okay, you can just destroy. There are good people there as well. Okay, we need to create a bridge, to create some sort of an understanding. Maybe there are certain people who can't see what we see. So through communication, we do this type of things to make things better. I mean, come on. All right, like this person is saying here, it's not 1914 anymore. Let them have their little opera. Yeah, they enjoy it. Let them be. I say a lot of things about taxpayers' money. I raise the awareness of things that I'm aware of. But it's not my money. It's their money. The people, the hardworking Brits, it's theirs. It's up to them to decide how they want to move forward. If they enjoy the pageantry, the lies that is being fed to them, that's fine. As long they don't bring it over here in the US, which is what we're dealing with right now with Rupert Murdoch and Dominion and stuff like that. Okay, convenience might have also played a part, since Eisenhower was the only president who wouldn't have had to go by boat. All right, so this was the president that was in office when the last coronation. Okay, we got your RSVP. We won't be attending. I like this, the imagery, to let you know this is why we break away from you guys. All right, there's more comment. Let's move on. Okay, this has to do with spare. I saw it a few minutes ago and I added. Okay, and I'm gonna go into that as well. This is why the media don't want you to read Harry's book. You might make up your own mind instead of waiting for them to feed you your opinion. Okay, this is the chaos that they want to create. The less you know, they will feed you BS, this kind of thing. They want to control your mind, what you see, how you see it, when you see it, all of this. So this is the thing that they want to do. They want to control you. But to be individual, to be your own human being, to be yourself, to be creative, to do all of that, no, they don't want that. Okay, to be individually, okay, individuality, yes, you could be all that. There has to be that line of respect and understanding. And this is why we have government, to keep an eye on things like that, but not to force us to do certain things that what we don't want to do. This is not democracy. Okay, when you're forcing people to do things. But then again, when you look at the UK, they have a monarchy, but their monarchy system is limited. But they're trying to take power again. I don't know. Or maybe certain group who wants to take the same type of power that the monarchy have, but they're hiding behind the monarchy, if you get what I'm saying. But let's continue with that. Okay, it's very telling that the book is still #1 after 3 months. Who knew people might want to make up their own mind rather than believe tabloid rubbish? Exactly. That's why media jump on a bandwagon of the copies that leaked in Spain and spearheaded a poor false translation. Okay, discerning people who've read the book now know better. And this is the thing here. I spoke about this before. Someone must have given them the book. Okay, in advance, before it came out. I think it's supposed to come out something January 10th or something, but couple days prior to that, someone had it. So now I've read that there's people who've been prosecuted and went to jail when they do things like that. So to mess up, to dirty the water, so to speak, okay, I think, in my humble opinion, so they don't pinpoint exactly who, Spain decided to make it out beforehand as they're getting closer to, you know, the outcry of why the book came out. Okay, and then you have the tabloid who was saying that BS non-stop, all of this, trying to shift the narrative the same way that they did when with the Oprah interview. How they come out quickly about the bullying is the same pattern. Okay, I have my suspicion how this happened, but I'm not gonna say it. All right, so this is that. Now let's go into that. This is what she retweeted. Okay, I wasn't going to, but I obtained Prince Harry's audio spare yesterday after watching a documentary. It's nothing like what I expected, and I feel quite drawn to him. He was born into a strict institution and suffered some horrific event, yet he's very balanced and self-aware. That's the thing here. I am 2/3 through the audio, and hearing it in Harry's own voice make it more powerful. What his family did to him is awful. My family are all royalists and refuse to read or listen to Harry. Shame, as I think they will feel differently if they did. Wow. Okay, I enjoy Spare from start to finish. Harry is candid, tender, and vulnerable. Hearing Prince Harry tell his story, you absolutely feel Diana's hand guiding him through his journey. He's so connected to her, it's absolutely no wonder that he's going after the tabloid. They mess with the one kid. Yep. That's exactly that. If standing up for yourself burns a bridge, I have matches. We ride at dawn. Okay, I bought the book then, but the audio seems more real listening to Harry narrated. He is a genuine good guy, and I'm glad he got to tell his story rather than the lies we have been fed by the press. So she must be in the UK. Thanks for the review. I will do audio. His words about grief and trauma were what made him so relatable to me. I'm still healing 25 years plus after losing my parents. Wishing him well. Okay, I agree totally, and I see the point he made in every article from GB News or Mirror about him and Meghan. I'm glad they're out of that dreadful situation in the UK and that he has a semblance of a normal life here in California. I think he's where he was meant to be. Yeah, it's so good, I can't stop crying. Harry narrating it gives the story more context, very soothing voice as long as he is not talking about the press. If he needs to pay for more security or more lawyers to sue the tabloid, I recommend he do relaxation audio narration. Okay, I love the audio. And Meghan too. Meghan's voice, both of them are perfectly good for audio.
Should we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I love the audio. Dysfunctional is the word I use to characterize that family institution. Strict is not accurate. Okay, so there's more. I could go on with that. So these are people who read the book and who's commenting on it. Okay, see, it keeps on renewing until we get here. So let me read these last two here, or three I should say. Okay, you have been conned, can't even hold a job. Who? You have been conned, can't even hold a job. Not sure who's talking to, because Harry has several jobs. Okay, what about better up? Yes, I think although he had his mom for 12 years, she made a huge mark on him. The military and various helps that also love on him, like Tej and Mike. Prince Harry also helped himself. He always knew things weren't right, so left when giving the chance. Okay, spare the audio. Beside his mom passing horrific, as in this, he's far from balanced since he met Meghan. Okay, give him time. Hopefully he will acquire some self-awareness. He needs it desperately. Okay, if you think where he is now is somewhat worse than where he was before, then I think this woman need to look some reflection, whatever he's recommend Harry does, because Harry is looking so much better. He's doing so much better. When you look at the squad have shown pictures of him looking drunk and whatever, and the way he dressed, completely different. All right, next tweet. Meghan and Harry push out to stop clash with Kate and William. Vine guest slam Royal News Express UK. Okay, I'm not gonna click on that. Let me just read the headline. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were pushed out due to their immense rise popularity, overtaking Prince William and Kate Middleton, claim writer. Yeah, I have this lady on the audio talking about how what started. Okay, it all started, and then some people were saying, oh, they push it a little bit too far. They knew the story way before. It's almost like the facts thing with the 2020 election kind of lies that they were pushing. Everybody knew the lies, but they keep at it. They try to fix one lie, and they create a lie to fix the lie. Okay, and it keeps going and going and going, and so there we are. All right. Looking at them pictures, you can see how much Kate has tried to morph herself to be Meghan. Her signature look was a bouncy blow dry and coat dress. I'm not even gonna comment on that. Okay, indeed, I will keep posting this to remind people. I find it all too sad. There's a crying thing here. I remember vividly how Charles, Camilla, and Windsor's, with the help from some of the tabloid, had destroyed Diana. This is history repeating itself with Harry and Meghan, all because of jealousy and nastiness. Yeah, there's this here. You could read the headlines. Okay, there's all of that. It's a shame. It's a shame. And then the worst thing is, the other one knew exactly what is going on. I'm talking about doormat, coat hanger. Okay, she knows, but she's like, I guess this is why they pick her to walk all over her. I went over this in one video. Okay, and then we have, what is it, the Camilla. They all have no shame whatsoever. No shame whatsoever. Easily wear Princess Diana's brooch, or easily wear the Queen things without any kind of respect whatsoever, and then they think it's good. I don't know the mindset behind their thinking. Okay, there's this here. How creepy must it have been for Pegs during the year she was cosplaying Princess Diana, although her copycating of Meghan is just as disturbing. Perhaps the umpteenth coat dresses, or her copycating Queen Elizabeth II. And the squad were printing these things out. I don't share many of them because I'm not really into fashion, but the squad were printing these things out. Okay, it goes back to April 2019 when the Sunday Times first reported the rift and that there were already plans being discussed to get rid of Harry and Meghan. Nina has said all along the problem was their popularity, as echoed by Penny Juno and other royal rats. Okay, so maybe these are the things.
Meghan and Harry love story is a terrific story. It has unlimited fairy tale appeal.
I heard you were amazing in Chicago.
She does what she feels comes naturally. And Harry is the most relaxed member of the royal family.
Do you see any scenario by which Harry and Meghan overshadow Kate and
Oh,
William?
yes, I do. I mean, this is immediately was my first thought. You know, this could be a problem.
This is my favorite part. This could be a problem.
Because
Okay, so that was that. All right, let's listen to this.
Really speak quite badly about.
Oh, well, the way that Meghan is spoken about by the people
been
that have
shocked?
had to deal with her is quite frightening.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're pleased she's gone.
yeah,
They're
she's
pleased.
not.
When you say AIDS, you mean...
AIDS to William and Kate and other members of the royal family. They're pleased that William and Kate have got this clear path without any distractions, and that they can see a link between the young Queen that we saw there with Philip, and there's a direct link via Charles, however long he's on the throne. But then we come back to this couple of William and Kate. That's their...
Okay, so there's that. Let's listen to this one. I have this one seems to be much longer than the clip that I have, the one we just listened with Jabo. But let's listen to that one.
The monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well, I don't. I agree with everything until you said the last bit. I think that somebody in the palace
decided to take them down a peg or two, and it went too far.
That's the thing.
That's all history now, isn't it?
But it's not history, because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, you
never win.
You never win, but the media will always be at war with you, and the Daily Mail does everything drip, 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 poison.
And it's not like Harry and Meghan never use the media, of course. I mean, that Oprah Winfrey
if you were in that position, you would fight back too. You would absolutely fight back too.
I wouldn't. Some of the blatant lies they told.
They don't tell blatant lies. Oh, the media has lied consistently. They have.
Okay.
They have fabricated.
Dawn's got more.
Meghan and Harry love story.
It was and always will be the most popular role.
This one is the longest version I see here. I bookmark it so I could have it. This is the longest that I have. I can't believe that woman was not her.
Will be the most popular
Okay, right here. I didn't want to put this. Her.
Oh,
Like she will not.
has
Look at like right here.
Blatant lies they told.
They don't tell blatant lies. Oh, the
Look at her face. Oh, I mean, what lie? How many times people have been calling Meghan to court? The court still haven't found anything. We have this one going on right now in the U.S. Now is the sister who's trying to do things, and the court sent her back to say, go look for what you know to prove your case. They still can't find anything. What lies? Okay, so let's go to the last one.
It's a terrific story. It has
It was and always will be the most popular.
Okay, not that
unlimited
one.
fairy tale
I
appeal.
think we're here. Okay, now you could pause it. I'm not gonna read all of that. Okay, just read it. Sunday time, April 2019. Okay, let me read just the underline. Media coverage of the royals. Okay, thinking by palace officials them to take on a job aboard. Okay, for William and Kate to feel somewhat overshadowed. Okay, tremendous global attention. Give Harry and Meghan a role as trade envoy. Okay, these are all the things that they were trying to do. Okay, instead the palace brain trust. Meghan is going to be bigger than Diana, so there's that. Okay, it looks like a good conversation, but maybe another time I'll come to it. Okay, this is a very good one. I think I already bookmarked. Okay, did I bookmark it?
She does
yes.
what she feels comes natural.
Okay, so let's see here. And it keeps on playing over. Okay, as always, yet another brilliant response to Atlina Misko on Prince Andrew, Balmoral, Epstein. Love how you stay true to yourself, telling it how it is, and not towing the, I don't know what is that, British media line. Jeremy Vine. What the hell? Stop playing. Okay. LOL, the Sussexes made the work shy mumble and grumble duo look terrible. Of course, they need to go. Yeah, now, like I said in another video, the pretend that have been going on behind the palace wall, okay, it was working fine, but until Harry and Meghan come along to show how easily and quickly she could do so much work, and they even told her to be 50% less of herself.
Been given advice that it would be best if she could be 50% less than she was.
Wow.
That was the quote. If she could be 50% less. And I remember hearing that in 2018 and said specifically to her, I don't know how you're going to survive being half of yourself.
Wow, I think it's...
Because the mask of the institution was revealing. And the thing is that if they had left Meghan alone, don't go on that hate campaign, guess what? The people will not mind, okay, of the existence of the monarchy. The kind of disagreement you're hearing a lot on the tabloid, on social media about the royal family. It's because of what they did to Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan. But if they had just left alone, I think people would not even look, will not even pay attention to what the rest of the royal family are doing, because people will be focusing on Harry and Meghan. Meanwhile, if they were smart enough, they understand their privilege of getting a bunch of money without doing a damn thing, they will shut their mouth and let Meghan be. Okay? A smart person will say, oh, there's Meghan taking the light away from her. But then again, they're chasing the light. That's the thing. They're chasing the light with doing stupid things. And then as they chasing the light, they're bringing their stupid things along. You know, when I mean stupid, it's like the pedophile, bags full of money, this type of thing. Okay, like I said, spotlight bring the imperfection as well. But if they had just stay quiet, don't bother Meghan, do their nonsense, whatever it is that they do, not that I approve of it, I'm just saying, okay, they could still be doing their thing because everybody will be focusing on what Harry and Meghan are doing. And then guess who will get the credit? Not only people will like Harry and Meghan, as a whole, it's the firm. The firm will get the credit because these were working royals. It was under the institution kind of parameter. But they didn't see that at all. But hey, whatever. Okay, Meghan is number 1 intelligent, 2 ambitious, 3 high morals, 4 brave, 5 natural leader, 6 exceptional work ethic.
I think there's another factor here too, that Meghan is a very professional woman, and she's very American in that way. And the male-dominated culture, the royal household, doesn't like the kind of terms that they would use there, pushy and pushy American. They don't like pushy Americans, meaning that they don't like professional people who work hard. And a lot of the Debbie kind of girls who get to work inside the palace work from about 9 to 12 and then take the rest of the day off. And Meghan was very impatient with that. She wanted to see a new work ethic, maybe a work ethic as strong as the Queen's herself. 7,
a nurturer, that's for sure. Okay, she was right. It's actually quite sad. Harry and Meghan have helped the monarchy enormously. That's the thing. I didn't even read that. I mean, you probably saw it on the screen, but I wasn't even paying attention to that comment. Okay, the world already loved Harry. Meghan just added to his popularity. They just fit together. Unfortunately, jealousy, that exactly what I was saying, but she put it, you know, more perfectly. Okay, unfortunately, jealousy rose its nasty head and egos were bruised. It could have been so good, but it's too late now. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, if they just let Meghan be, and then like I said in another video, because sometimes there are project Harry and Meghan wants to do, but because they want, you know, the future to get all the attention, maybe if he was smart enough and said, you could do all the thing, just when you unveiling the thing, let me go cut the ribbon, because Harry and Meghan don't mind doing the work.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
Because their objective were really focused. They know what their work will, who the is gonna help. It's the people. So if those little noises, go cut ribbon, I want the spotlight, I want this, I want the number 1, Harry and Meghan don't care. They'll do the work to help the people. You want to cut the ribbon? Go cut the ribbon. It's almost like what just happened. They're complaining that Meghan getting the spotlight, knowing very full well they don't want, when I mean they, the palace, who's giving the papers nonsense to write, and then there you go, Meghan is in front page. But they want to be the front page. Why don't they say something about themselves for the paper to write? You see what I'm getting? They're upset of what they're telling the paper. This, I could never wrap my head around it. Okay, so there's Meghan here, who said, okay, you want the spotlight? You want to be on the paper 24/7? Here's the whole freaking country. You could have it, but I'm leaving. But Meghan left. What did they do? They're still talking about Harry and Meghan. Make it make sense? I don't know. Okay, she was right. Okay, it's actually quite sad. Harry and Meghan. Okay, is that the one that I was reading? Yeah. Or did I finish it? Okay, it's actually quite sad. Harry and Meghan could have helped the monarchy enormously. The world already loved Harry. Meghan just added to his popularity. They just fit together. Unfortunately, jealousy rules its nasty head and ego were bruised. It could have been so good, but it's too late. It's too late now. Okay, the press lies when they write that William kicked out the Sussexes, has had seen enough of his wife getting worse and worse. Jealousy, hate, racism, and sneaky against his wife and child. These are reasons why Harry decided to walk away. And as we know, that was his best decision. Yep. Okay, well, pushing them out made Harry and Meghan more popular, and here we are seeing Kate copying Meghan on every turn. I'm not gonna go into that. Okay, she was one who dared to speak her truth in the midst of all the UK media synchronized, convenient narrative of the truth. Yeah, this is the thing. They all have the narrative. They all know the goal, kind of thing. Okay, meaning the media, every papers in the UK. Okay, it's like a team, a group. Okay, they will report it. They change the word slightly different, and I realized that in one article where I was reading about, I think it was with the Queen's biggest mistake, and I think I come across 2 articles. It was almost identical, and I was like, wait a second, was that from the same article? That was way back when I first was looking into it. I came across 2 articles that was repeating almost the same thing. I was shocked. So it's pretty much the same group writing the same thing, and then I mean, when you think about it, it's sad to say it's a smart move, but the way they think people are stupid. That's the thing. You will think they will do things slightly different, change things, but they're too lazy. That's the thing behind their thing. They're too lazy to do things to at least adjust and readjust, kind of thing. Let me not give them idea. Let them stay in their stupid bubble. Okay, why do people keep saying the brothers were inseparable when Harry has said that was not the case, although inferring that Meghan was the cause of the rift between them? I mean, this is the chaos. That's what they want to create. Okay, but we got the truth now. Harry and Meghan did the docu-series, and Harry wrote his book, so there's that. And this is why he had to do some of the things that he did to let the truth out. Did Tory boy Pierce get his pants in a twist? There's one thing I'll definitely agree with. William and Kate are the laziest royal ever, and the stupid too as well. When you know you're lazy, you don't want to do the work, what's the best thing to do? Shut your damn mouth. Don't add to the pain of other people. Let them do the work and just make an agreement. Okay? This is stupid. Lazy and stupid. That's what I see. Because if I was in that place, I will give Meghan the pedestal, Harry and Meghan the pedestal as they want, with one condition, whatever it is that they take deal to them, whether to cut the ribbon, take advantage of it, that would be the agreement between me and Harry and Meghan privately. Okay, but in the background, I'll give them the pedestal to do as they please, what they want, so I could look good. That's what I will do. Okay, but they're too stupid to realize that. They know they're not gonna do the work. They can't even do the speech. This is not to say public speaking is easy. No. If you know where you lack of and you see someone is doing it, you either improve yourself or don't bring attention to yourself to make you look, to bring the spotlight of your stupidness. Anyway, she was questioned about her laziness at her engagement interview. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. No more. Both as lazy as ever. Oh, I'm reading everything. We know Peggy and Wadey could not handle the heat. Yeah, I mean, this is why I said baggage for God. I don't want to dictate to God what to do. God knows and He sees. He could give them what they could carry. Next tweet. This is the shameless of these people here. Just by looking at this picture. This is a somber moment. There she is. She got the spot. In my humble opinion, in her mind, she doesn't care what happened because this is where she wanted to be. Okay, the smile at the funeral. Okay, the Western and senior royal women rated baddest jewelry should have been talked about. I'm telling you, Henry VIII, when she put something out, is a good discussion. I think I highlight a lot of her tweets because they make sense and good conversation. And by the way, if you're new to my channel and you don't know, Henry VIII has a YouTube channel as well. All right, so go follow her. But it wasn't. And we all know why. Okay, Meghan Markle, oh no. Oh no, Harry's sweet granny has died. Camilla Parker Bowles, yeah, I'm queen now. Can't even stop smiling for the funeral. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The squad, they have to talk with their GIF. Someone called KKK Tomb Raider, and it's honestly the second most accurate nickname for her. And I like to packet these. Tomb Raider. Okay, shameful behavior. Kate made it so obvious she spent all that time at Windsor riffling through Betty's jewelry box. Okay, we don't know. Okay, allegedly, we don't know. But we could see, what is it, during the funeral, I think they had some sort of a reception. The thing that they make a big deal, invite and uninvite kind of thing. So one of the pictures that came out, you see Kate and Camilla all smiling in there. I don't know. They might... I don't know. If Charles were to regret of things that happened, I think it's now he's starting to regret it. To realize the woman he sacrificed so many things for don't really love him the way he first thought. Okay? So by now, he's already too late. Maybe she has so many things on him. Now he doesn't want these things to be out. And this is why Harry don't want to play this game. Okay? So it's a bit too late now. So now, when you look at pictures of him now, he looked miserable. He's probably starting to realize this is one of his biggest mistakes. And you have a woman who was fighting for him, went to his mother to get him back.
Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen. She was sorely disappointed. According to the princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help.
The princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. Charles was hopeless. And that was it. That was help.
Do all sort of thing. Went to the magistrate and said, leave my husband alone and all of that.
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to come over the first time and think she would have got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away and I suddenly noticed there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I just go and find my husband. I go downstairs and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down and joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the two men, okay boys, we'll just have a quick word with Camilla and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles. And I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. What would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you? No, I didn't.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Okay, to get her husband back. But there he is now. At that time, back then, when Princess Diana was fighting to get him back, he thought he was the man because the people around him were putting him on a pedestal. Okay, giving him that fake love kind of thing. And he thought that's what he needed. Okay, but now it's probably hunting him now to realize, if he's even realizing it now, I don't know, because they don't think for themselves, that he's probably regretting of some of the things that he did.
Do you think the Prince of Wales will ever be king?
I don't think any of us know the answer to that. And obviously it's a question that's in everybody's head. But who knows? Who knows what fate will produce? Who knows what circumstances will provoke?
But you would know him better than most people. Do you think he would wish to be king?
There was always conflict on that subject with him when we discussed it. And I understood that conflict because it's a very demanding role, being Prince of Wales. but is equally a more demanding role being king. And being Prince of Wales produces more freedom now, and being king would be a little bit more suffocating. And because I know the character, I would think that the top job, as I call it, would bring enormous limitations to him. And I don't know whether he could adapt to that.
Would it be your wish that when Prince William comes of age that he were to succeed the Queen rather than the current Prince of Wales?
My wish is that my husband finds peace of mind. And from that follows other things, yes.
Okay, make it... Come on. The baggage for God. Alright, I read this. Kate was the main raider of the Queen's vault. Okay, I saw so many comments about how they were paying homage by wearing so much of her jewelry, but it honestly struck me as being cold and even a bit mercenary. Hey, they give you some nonsense to keep up. Okay, this is why they want to control what you see, how you see it, when you see it, and then the meaning behind it. Now, if you're not thinking for yourself, you go along with this nonsense. Okay, her and Kate Middleton were blanched. Okay, we're blanched out for the whole thing. Alright, so there's more comment, but let me go into this. There's usually some good comment under those things. So, okay, what did she say here? Meghan Markle. Oh no, Harry's sweet granny has died. Okay, Camilla Parker Bowl. Yay, I'm queen now. I can't even stop smiling for the funeral. Yeah, they sort of giving a small little narrative of what's going on. Your observation, Ange, is very interesting. It's a view of the royal by a European. Most British sit in a bubble and are totally absorbed by the endless propaganda. Thank you. Okay, hi, thanks. But a lot of people feel that way, including many fans of Harry and Meghan, of which there are many Brits. The Republic movement in the UK is also gaining much more support. Okay, smiling like the cat that got the cream. Okay, nobody dare to write about Mrs. Smiley here, and since Meghan is fair game friends, there's the pig Miller what horrible things about Meghan's grief. Okay, the smirking and celebrating was worse at the diplomatic function between Camilla and Kate. That's the picture that I was telling you about. Was very poor form. Yeah, that invite and uninvite, there's a picture, I think I have it, a picture of Kate and Camilla all smiling in there. Yeah, and this is why I have a very questionable thing about the Queen. Remember, when a group of people team up together to for a goal, for a cause, they stay within that narrative, unless if one of them come out of that line to tell the truth, that's when we will know the truth. Because I honestly believe the day that we find out about the Queen, I say exactly what was in my mind. Okay, as my humble opinion, I don't think the Queen died naturally. Okay, maybe there was an opportunity to make things happen and they took it at that moment. Hey, I don't know. I guess that was the Queen karma as well. I'm sorry, God, I'm sorry for saying this. Okay, the Wicked Witch of Windsor, or the fact that the four of them were all standing smiling and posing the eve of the funeral like cats who have got the cream. All right, so let's move on to the next tweet. The thing is that is one of the Queen's children, especially Andrew. I think Andrew was really care for the mom because he did so much shit. He wanted his mom to protect him, so at least him should have been somewhat by the mom's bedside all the time. Don't let the Queen with some other people, courtiers or whatever. Okay, one of the Queen's children should be by her bedside. All right, next tweet. The parasocial relationship between derangers and Meghan Markle is crazy. The degree of hate, you would think they actually know her. Okay, that's another tweet by Henry. It will almost be better if when you drill down, they could actually tell you what exactly Meghan did wrong, but they can't. Once counted with evidence, they lash out. That's the thing. And I'm saying, there's Meghan right now who's going to a court proceeding with her sister. Okay, they're saying all sort of stuff. There's the judge who's giving the sister another lifeline. This is the way that I see it. Again, this is my humble opinion, my disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer, but when I read the thing, I see that the judge is giving the sister another chance to prove whatever she's accusing Meghan of. And there's Meghan who asked the judge, okay, before they go to trial, look, this is that, please dismiss the case. So far, the judge have agreed with Meghan majoritarily. Okay, and I think the judge is leaning toward Meghan to give Meghan the win of everything. Okay, there's two parts. The first part is what is it? For the sister to go back to review the thing and then refile within 14 days. It's a countdown now. It's not 14 days anymore from the time that I'm talking right now. Okay, to bring something back to the court to show the judge exactly, give concrete evidence. How is this defamatory? Okay, whatever Meghan said in the CBS interview, Oprah interview. Okay, and then from that alone, this is what holding the thing. Okay, from that, if the judge see you either approve or disapprove, then after that, that will determine whether or not Meghan will get that what she asked as well, her lawyer's fee. Okay, because as of now, it seems like the judge is leaning toward that. The first two parts, the judge already gave it to Meghan. The last one, the fourth one, it's leading toward Meghan. But because of the third one, the judge is waiting to see what evidence does Samantha have to prove her case, and that will determine number 4. Okay, and then I read in one of the videos that I was editing yesterday is that if Samantha is listening to what social media is telling her, she got it all wrong, because at the end of the day, it will be her and her alone that will deal with all the issues, the problem. So I hope she's thinking correctly, logically, and said this is not worth moving forward. You may think those people are pushing you to go, okay, but when you think logically, the system, how it works, does that fit to the narrative? Because at the end of the day, if allegedly people are pushing you, they're gonna pay you to do this. If things don't go their way, the way that they're telling you, and if they decided not to pay you anymore, you're gonna end up with all of those problems. Okay, so she needs to think logically and leave Meghan alone. Mind your own business, just move on. What she should have done, not that I'm saying I agree with what she did, like doing those interviews in the UK and I think Australia as well. Okay, not that I agree with her, but she should have stopped there. Whatever the brother has done so far, I don't hear the brother of Meghan doing this nonsense. I think he stopped. He got his money and left. That's what Samantha should have done, but don't continue further. Sometimes when you're greedy, okay, you see you could get more and more, because just because Meghan doesn't want to sue, doesn't want to deal with that because she has more important things to do, that doesn't mean it's a free pass. Because if you keep on bothering her, she's gonna put a pause to her work, because there's her husband who think almost the same way as her when it comes to charity. So Meghan could easily put a pause to that on her side, and then her husband and the people she employ could carry the thing and continue. Okay, and then focus on the sister who keeps on bothering her to put an end to it. Because many times when you see someone is quiet, that doesn't mean they were weak. Okay, they just don't want to be bothered. But if you consistently bothering her, she will create put a time and place and go after you so you could leave her alone. I don't know, I'm just saying, because this is what I would have done at some point. All right, let's continue with that. It would almost be better if when you drill down, they will actually tell you what exactly Meghan did wrong, but they can't. Once countered with evidence, they lash out. Okay, so there's me here. Keep in mind, there's a possibility the same type of practices where a small group creating multiple accounts to spread their deranged ideas across platform might still be at play here. So it is possible it is a small group of people making loud noises. The fight continue. All right, so I was responding to that one. Okay, so there's 9 comment on this. Okay, they need help. Their hatred toward Meghan just temporarily takes time, minds off why they hate themselves. Okay, I'm not gonna go in it because I don't want to read it, it's too much. And the thing is, that goes back to this. Okay, they're creating a lot of noise. A small group of people, the same thing that Buzia had uncovered, is a small group of people who create multiple accounts to spread the lies. Okay, so people who's not paying attention, people who's have bills to pay, they're focusing on that thing, but occasionally they happen to see what's going on, and when they happen, they're hearing the noise. That's the thing. Okay, So that's that. Let me read this and then move on. Okay, back in 2019, I was wondering what all the hatred was about. I realized it was a coordinated effort when I noticed all the comments appearing had to be bots under different username. There's the thing, similar to what I was saying. Okay, they will repeat the same exact thing. The best thing Has and Meg did was leave that island. This is what got my attention, because I told you I was not following Harry and Meghan. I know they all existed. Harry and Meghan existed. But when Meghan married into the royal family, occasionally I see a headline, okay? Hop on and see how she's doing, what's going on. The first time, the negative headline, I brush it off. Second, probably the same thing. Third, I started questioning, and then so forth, so on, and I was like, no, that can't be. This cannot be. Someone who was as quiet, you never hear anything negative about her. Why all of a sudden? And this is how I was looking more and more into it. And then, you know, start watching other YouTubers who's telling the truth. When I heard the lies, I could pinpoint the lie. I don't listen to them anymore. And then, you know, get informed. And little at a time, I posted little thing here and there, not really focusing too much about Harry and Meghan. But when the squad started asking, can you put, that's not on this channel, it was my PYTE channel, can you post some more? I'm not on Twitter. I need, you know, people will start asking. And this is what all led to that channel. I don't understand why those negative YouTube channel has to be, when there is always room for one more. Look at that other channel that I'm trying to create. Okay, I think I post something on my community board to give them the vision, because I started seeing the same pattern that PYTE was having, okay, which bring the awareness for me to create the backup channel, this one that you're listening to now. So the same thing is happening. I'm seeing it, and it's very hard to say it because it's very sneaky kind of thing. So I'm not a technical person for me to do the busy kind of investigation for me to prove. But if I knew coding, maybe I could prove it, but I don't. So I see the same thing happening. Now I said, now, you know, as a joke originally, oh, I need to create a backup of a backup. And I'm starting, at first it was as a joke, but lately I'm starting to see, yes, I need it, because when you look at this, for instance, before, all of the things that I put, videos that I put, I had no issues. But lately, they start doing this. Okay, where you see limited, the thing. I'm going to put a circle when I'm editing it. Limited, limited, limited. They want to review it first. This is another sign. And then there are times I see, if I do, for instance, filter, and I say copyright, I know I have one more here, but I need to redo it. There's that. And one time I did that, and I saw something that was already approved that says it needs to be reviewed again. And this is where I started thinking, yeah, what I said as a joke now is starting to be reality. And I put on my community board, I think the backup that I say I was gonna do, I think I'm gonna do it, but it's not gonna be like tweets every day. I'm gonna focus, let's say, when Harry and Meghan, the Archwell, do something about a charity, then I'll post it. And if, for instance, one day I decided to go on World Central Kitchen, one of the Harry and Meghan's charities that they have highlighted in the past, I could go and share those things with you. So I want to focus on those charities. Okay, so that's what the thing is, and I put something out for you guys to make suggestion of the name, because the name that I have right now, it was something that I put MP Learning or something like that. That was something I wanted to do on the side for myself, but I'm gonna use it since it was just sitting there. I don't have time to do what I wanted to do with it, and I'm gonna dedicate it to that, and I'm gonna change the name. And some people started putting some suggestion, and then at the end I'm gonna pick those names and then create some sort of a poll for people to vote which one it is. All right, so but the only thing I will say here where the charity thing will go out the window is if YouTube decided to mess up both of my channels, let's say PYTE and this channel that I'm doing this video on, and they all messed up, okay, then I'll focus on Twitter as well and other things on that other channel. Okay, but the main thing is charities. That's it. Okay, so PYTE, and this one is because squaddies are not on Twitter. They wanted to see the conversation, so this is why I shared those tweets with you. But the other one, focus on charity. That's it. The only time charity will not be the focus is if YouTube disturb this channel and PYTE. Okay, because I will still be trying to get back on to PYTE. All right, let's continue. I went on, sorry. Okay, that is why jealousy does. That is what jealousy does. Meghan haters are all very envious of her. But the thing is that I don't understand. Many of them don't want to do the work, the hard work behind the finished product. Okay, if I know I don't want to do those kind of work, why would I want to be jealous about that? Okay, if Meghan could do it, I'm pretty sure anybody else can do it. Are you passionate? Now, when it comes to passion, that's a different story. Okay, so if anybody wants to be as popular as Meghan, do it. Put the passion behind it. It's free. You could do whatever you want as long as you don't disturb somebody else's mental well-being, way of life, and all of that. So Meghan is doing it. If she's getting the praise, you want that praise, go do it. I don't know what's the big deal. Instead of hating on her, and yet you still want to be praised. I mean, it doesn't work like that. Okay, like the squad usually said, pick a lane. Okay, or that she stole their money or their men. Okay, sometimes I think the hate campaign toward Meghan is run by Piers Morgan. Of course, the royal family probably help, but come to think of it, all the derangers talking point came from Piers. For instance, the 17 proven lies, calling the royal family racist. Okay, would you think she owes them money? There's Meghan, the who married into the royal family, was the richest female ever married into the royal family. But this is the thing, they want to control the narrative. If you don't go and search for yourself, you'll be shocked, you'll be duped by them. All right, next tweet.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.